So I'm wounded 1.
So so you go. So at 0, you're actually dying, according to this.
Right. Now I'm not, but I'm wounded 1.
Right. The flat check takes you from dying 1 to wounded 1.
That's correct.
Yep. Wounded being stabilized. The stabilized version of dying.
Didn't get any healing. No nudge or shake. So I'm not, unless someone uses an interact to wake me up or a loud noise.
Yeah, and you're pretty much.
That's only if you have 1 hit point or more, Ken.
Oh, I'm reading underneath where it says 0 hit points. Go ahead. Sorry. So I'm unconscious. So do I get 1 hit point or no? No, I get 0 hit points. You naturally return to 1 hit point and awaken after sufficient time passes. GM determines how long. Could be a minimum of 10 minutes. So I'm just 0 and unconscious.
Okay, so you are stable and hanging by a thread.
Literally, these threads here on the jacket.
And your shirt's starting to tear.
That's right.
Let's just say Bjorn went through this. He had his harness, which was keeping him from taking an ice dive.
For a while.
For a while.
You can use a hero point to regain 1 hit point, though, if you want to.
Oh, sure. If it's my turn. I was saying that would prevent me from dying. Does that let me get back to 1 hit point?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll spend it. I'll be a huckleberry.
All right, Huckleberry. You spend a hero point. Maybe the last ever.
Hit point. Da-da-da. Someone nudges. Do I need like a DC for a perception check?
You would basically. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
A DC for a perception to wake up?
No. If you use the heroic recovery, you get 1 hit point and regain consciousness.
Okay.
So it's just automatic 1 hit point. You're conscious, and you do not gain the wounded condition because you would actually do that before you made your stabilized roll.
Oh, I like that even better. Oh, thank you. All right, you're right. Okay. Not wounded 1. But am I stricken still by the rules?
No, if you didn't hit the wounded condition, you would, or no.
I was dying 1 for a sec.
I don't think we have actual rules on this, but I would treat it as the same as the wounded. So if you do a heroic recovery, you're not stricken. If I was to write that,
stricken is bound to the wounded rule, if I remember right.
I'll look at that, but I'm pretty sure that's the way we intended it is to follow.
I'm not moving yet.
All right, Robyn.
Eyes fluttering open, looking up.
Let's go back to your round. You wake up. You look below you. It's a good 60 feet to the ground, maybe 80. You're kind of swooning and wondering why you haven't already hit the ground. You feel significant tug from your clothing around your neck, slightly choking you. Your feet are warm. The side of the building is hot. In the distance, you hear the sound of sirens.
Just hang there and wait for the Dalmatian.
Of sirens.
Well, fair question. Where is the pistol that was in my hand? Look around. I dropped.
Conscious. Let's do a little random check.
Did it go into a gutter or did it go 80 feet down?
You are there in a position to see the beautiful silhouette of a pistol on the ground way below you.
I was gonna
go down and get it. Oh no, never mind. I grapple for the side and go for my other holster with Papa.
All right, so you spend an action to pull yourself up. Is that correct?
Grappling the side so I don't just choke myself. Not the same thing as pulling myself up yet, to be fair.
Are you going to allow your tenuous situation?
I'm bracing myself, and I want to perceive what's around me.
Okay, roll perception.
32.
It's pretty hard to crane your neck around in that awkward position. You roll your head around enough to get a view up slope from you. You see a white-haired man in a wonderfully tailored suit holding a megaphone and a staff standing about 10 feet from you.
Oh, shit. The bullhorn. Okay. So I'm going to quick draw Papa, and I've got to take a shot at it. Let me think. Hunted shot. Okay, any objections? He's looking down like thoughtfully. Okay. Ah! We've got a better shot than last time, but it's Papa. 34 on the first shot. And a natch on the second shot with Papa. Papa's always on the second shot. I don't know if you noticed that. It's just on the second shot.
You can't quick draw and hunted shot.
You mentioned that before.
Yep.
Mentioned that before. It's not a
Yep.
strike. It's
Right.
it's another action.
Correct.
So let's see. I did perception, one action. I'm not allowed to quick draw. So draw hunted shot.
That would
Same
be
diff.
fine. Or quick draw and hunted shot. However you want to do it. I don't know.
Anyway, good. Okay, I'm out of actions, but that second shot will be a natch.
So you're hanging by your threads.
Literally.
You spend an action to draw,
Quick
or you
draw.
quick draw.
Yeah, he quick draws to fire.
So quick draw doesn't
Well,
cost enough.
I'm not allowed to quick draw and just do a hunted shot. So I need to do a draw, and then I can do a hunted shot.
Oh, okay. So you draw
But then
and
that's
then hunted
one
shot.
bullet.
I was thinking you would
Dose.
do draw. Quick
Hunted
draw
shot
and
is
shoot.
Hunted
And-
shot is 2 shots in one.
Gotcha.
But it's to stack up the damage against whatever you're hitting. Okay.
To stack the damage. Right.
Yeah, so you're using the stacking. That's why that's important. Okay.
So
my first roll was a total of 34 to hit.
So I'm going to rule that in order to even be able to shoot, you're going to have to spend a move action to manipulate your circumstances so you're not choking.
You were hanging off a gutter by your collar.
Right. So that's why I spent an action to brace myself. Yes.
Okay. So bracing is an action that is an intent to put yourself in a position to fire directly. I'm going to say you have to stabilize first with an action or with a move action.
Unless
Then-
we're talking about a weird verbiage thing there.
So
well, if he's talking about brace as in get a plus
Get a
two
plus two.
on fire, that's
No.
going to be a separate action.
I'm just not trying to climb up. I'm trying not to fall to my death or be choking, so I can try to shoot the white-haired man that I perceived.
Okay, so you spend an action to get yourself into position where you can draw and fire.
And then draw, and then hunted shot.
So hunted shot is a single action, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so take your hunted shot.
I
So
did.
What was your hunted shot? Was a total 34?
34.
The
and
34 was on the first shot, a natch on the second. They'll be
No, the
combined.
hunted shot always give you 2 shots.
You have to roll it. Yeah, 2 hits, 2 bullets.
It does.
If you only have 1 action left, can you take 2 shots?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Right. It's 2 shots for 1.
All right, so you did a 30 something and then a match.
34 and then a natch.
Okay, roll the
Waiting to
first
roll
one.
damage. Okay, and let me think. I wasted my true hunt prey when I first shot. So I'm not going to be cheeky and give myself hunt prey on that first shot. It'll just be the regular striking damage because I shot, missed, rolled 25. Remember?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so Robyn first hunted prey, and then she did her double shot on the dude. Did not get through with her rolls.
Yes.
She didn't manipulate her weapon
Oh, you're fine.
to be
You're
able to do
talking
hunt to be able to get the hunted shot
the
advantage,
1d8.
hunter's edge advantage again. I'm checking with Mike if he agrees.
I don't think that's a problem. I think you can do it at the beginning of every round, personally.
No, you can't. You have to do something where you either say brace
Roll
or you
damage.
reload. Okay. Well, it's a big difference. I'm just saying it's an extra
I checked
D8.
out the 15th time I heard the word hunted, and I just started surfing porn.
Well, imagine me sleeping here, John. Shut up. Okay. First one is 12.
You're thinking of
plus.
2 different abilities there, Ken. Just FYI.
Hunter's Edge? Precision shot, excuse me.
Yeah, you're thinking of 2 different abilities.
Okay. 4, and then that's a crit, so therefore plus 2 for each die. 2, 4. Double check that. 34 damage combined on those 2 shots. And she's done with actions. But she's loud.
Okay. You roll around, angle your gun, put a shot on him.
Not
You
just any
see-
gun, Papa.
You see Papa put a shot into his coat, mid or body mass central. You see some fabric fly out the backside of him. You hit him. You hear him lean forward and groan. He does not drop. He responds. You see him raise the staff again and point it at you.
Partial cover.
You see those little starlights come out of the end.
The positive side, dying 1.
17 points of damage.
Negative 16. So dying 1.
Dying 2.
No, I
No, he
was
would
never-
be dying 1 because he never got wounded. So he's back to dying
Wounded
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, never mind.
Bjorn, you watch as the blood prince moves down towards the edge of the building, and with a boot strike, frees Robyn from her mooring.
So he triggered his staff, went down the hill, and then
You see him move to a stop at the edge of the gutter, steady himself, and kick and free her from the gutter.
so yeah, it's just 3 actions because I'm sure the staff only takes a single action.
Yeah.
Mhm. 15.
Did he do the Godfather face kick at the Long Island Causeway?
Let's go with that because that sounds cinematic. I'm making sure.
Although waking up and taking a shot, 2 shots, feels cinematic to me, but it just doesn't feel that way because it just hits his coat. Or it hurts him, but not really.
Making sure I got everything accounted for here. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, I didn't apply that.
80 feet, right?
80 feet. That's just going to take your dying condition down 1, right? I don't think the number of damage matters. It's just more damage.
I don't know.
Unless
I'll
it's
look up and see if
critical.
I'm just dead.
It could be
What?
that if it exceeds your initial hit point damage.
So his strike would be a 31. Actually, no, because if you cast, let's see, does he take a attack penalty for the staff?
Probably not because that doesn't have the attack trait.
Okay,
I
so
would guess, but you could double check that if you cared.
just look it up to make sure. I don't want to be abusive. Staff.
God damn it. It should have just basically stayed on the other building.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if you had clear line of sight of this, but I wasn't going to say anything.
It feels like it's on the back slope,
It's on the back slope.
so you wouldn't have had a shot.
Yeah.
You'd had
That
a
does
great
feel
shot
better.
of Bjorn and Blanca up at the peak.
It does not have the attack trait. Okay, so 31 against your armor class minus dexterity. Robyn,
I'm sorry. 31 minus my dexterity. What?
what's your armor class minus dexterity?
My armor class minus my dexterity?
Yeah.
So 27 armor class and subtract my dexterity away from it
I'm
is
just trying to determine if he does anything special with his kick.
okay. My armor class of 27 minus my 18 dexterity equals 9.
No,
4 dexterity, so 23.
Oh, my
23.
modifier, my
Yeah.
27 armor class minus my modifier of dexterity is 23.
Okay, so he didn't. Let's see, I rolled a 15 plus. Where's your attack? So it's not a crit. So he just knocks you off.
That's all you got to do.
No face kick.
You take.
It's just like per foot minus hit points, right?
All right, so the strike will free you up. You take strength.
So you will
Is it-
die if you take instantly damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points in one blow. So she has a maximum hit points of 52.
You take 2 points of damage from the kick. You free
That's
fall.
one attack. Okay.
Falling.
Falling is half the distance you fell.
So 40 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
She's broken and stuff.
Stuff.
But the damage taken, when it says you die instantly if you ever take damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points, am I just stacking this in this round?
Well, you're dying 3 if you hit the ground. I think that the damage you take
Each
hitting the
time that you're
ground-
dying 1?
Yeah,
well,
so
you're dying 1, but if you take a certain amount of damage in excess of you'll have to look that
I
up.
don't
But
think the fall is going to do enough damage to trigger any of that. So
They'll
she's
be dying
dying
2.
1. He kicks her. She's dying 2. She falls. She's dying 3.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
and that's what
Two
I was
hit
expecting.
points.
Dying 3.
The fire. You
And I have
guys
hit
hear the
point hit
windows
points.
blowing out all across the 5th floor on both sides of the building as the fire has fully engulfed the floor. Is working its way up and down. Banny.
I had a magical round with no attacks. Do I have a ability to create a line of sight doesn't actually matter at this point. But
No, you've got a fair amount of light, long shadows across the room, but there are 2 targets. One's directly in front of you, one's off to your right, between you and the stairwell.
do I see any particular amount of? I mean, do they look? Can I tell if they're more damage? Which one's more damage?
Perception. I'll give you a shot at it.
Not very great. 18.
They look very similar. Both of them have taken damage. It's hard to tell if there's a difference.
Okay, I am going to. So moving into my. I'm just going to do it. Actually, I'm going to move 10 feet away so that they. Is there a way that I can move 10 feet away from them? Maybe jump over the railing or move.
Yeah. Do you have the ability to reposition through a feat?
Not necessarily. Just the door behind me. If I quick manipulate the door behind me.
Yeah, if you manipulate the door, you'll have plenty of room, at least potentially.
Potentially, yeah. So I'm going to manipulate the door, glance back, and see how far it goes.
You open the door up, glance behind you to see what kind of room you've got. quick check into the room. You see there's a Chase lounge at the far corner, several chairs next to that, boxes and boxes and boxes, and a large toolbox. There is room to move over. You're going to have to step over or wriggle past one of the chairs.
Just want 10 feet.
Just want 10 feet.
10 feet. I know that that's not a big deal, but
If you sit in the chair, you'll be 10 feet.
if I stand on the chair, can I stand on it?
You can stand on the chair.
Okay. I'm going to move to the chair and stand on it and take a shot.
Okay.
I'm
Step back, climb up, draw down. The one shadow that was to your right is out of line of sight. The other one is clear and present.
And that one was the least wounded one, which was the one I had the hunted prey on. And that is a 28. 28?
Yep.
No, that's a 30 because of this weapon.
30 is a crit.
Okay.
That's only for special abilities.
Only
it doesn't
special-
do more damage.
Yeah, it doesn't do more damage. Boom. Come on, something more than that. 12. Yeah. You gotta be kidding me. 2. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 for specialization. Weapon specialization hit doubles, or does that matter?
I don't think any damage doubles.
27.
Even though it's a...
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it's the first one coming through the door.
You evaporate him.
Okay.
No sign of the other one in your line of sight.
I am out of actions.
Cornell, standing on the rooftop, large shadow standing right before you.
How does this thing look outside of the thrown shadows and smoky interior now that it's out in daylight?
You see that the sun is high enough that you're getting sunlight hitting the chimneys and portions of the rooftop. You see this thing instinctively trying to hunker down to get into the shadows itself. That daylight seems to be warbling its facade. It's clearly not at 100% right now.
How close is it to me?
5 feet.
I am going to retreat up to the peak of the roof.
Climb check, DC 26. You can accomplish normal movement if you make that climb check.
Oh, I critically succeeded that one.
You get to the roof line, you just retreat straight up.
I want to be like 10 feet away from where Blanca and Bjorn are. I don't want to be right next to them.
Absolutely in that spot. You straddle the roof line, standing, hunkering, what?
I will hunker it a little bit.
Okay.
And then I will fire at him.
Okay.
At the shadow. Man, I need to swap those rolls. Smash the climb check, miss on the shoot. All right. One action left. We'll try this one more time. Nope, that's going to miss too.
End of the round. Beginning. Bjorn. You look longingly at your axe, a good 40 feet distant.
Oh, fuck the axe. Tell Blanca, don't forget me, and run down the roof toward the wizard. One arm straight out so that I don't plow nose first into his force field.
Uh-huh.
And approximately where I saw the axe bounce,
Uh-huh.
am I able to do a running leap? Because the intention is I want to see how high up this thing is.
Okay, so you bound downwards. First, give me a DC 26 climb check just to manage your momentum and weight as you descend.
1834.
You deftly make your way down, moving towards him at an angle, trying to judge the area. You're watching the placement of your axe. You do the math in your head. Make your jump check.
30.
How high can you jump at a run?
At a run, I have no idea. I can stand flat-footed and leap 5 feet into the air.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the rules are for a running jump.
There's a high jump action that you can take that takes 2 actions that will let you jump
I think it's like 10, 15, right?
10 feet. Yeah, with the DC 30, you can jump 10 feet vertical.
All right, so a 6'5" man has roughly an 8-foot reach. So if I jump 10 feet vertical, I'll have an
25? You can reach 25 feet, basically.
Yeah.
I'll just submit that the roof is going down. So, yay!
It's not the only thing going down.
That's in your favor.
I started thinking, what if his force wall disappeared?
Well, hopefully, if you're running straight at him, you just run into him.
Yeah.
Yep. Jorn's chasing Robyn off the roof.
I think we're all going to end in the street below this building.
You charge down, launch yourself up. You hit the side. You feel free air at the top, but don't clear it. You end your round at the base, midway down.
I can't grab it.
You can spend a reaction to do grab a ledge if you're falling.
I'll give him that.
If there is a ledge.
Can you? I'm guessing you can hold a wall that's force. Yeah, it's a force wall. You can potentially grab it. So
Hey, a molecule thick, your fingers just fall off. Okay.
That's evil.
Ah!
There's just blood prints all the way down.
And the sound of fingernails on chalkboard. What?
Understernal thickness.
Except those are knuckle bones.
Did he go into bear form? No.
Wall blocks
That's-
physical.
That's okay. Cheeks dig scars.
You're gonna sew these back on?
Yeah. And the stumpy fingers.
Let me caress you with this.
I'm going to rule you can't grab it and hold yourself.
Yep, there you go, your fingers.
You can feel where it stops, and you slide to the base of it. You know it's about 20 feet tall.
Jesus.
Okay. So have I used up all my actions?
Yes, because it's the 2 action for the vault or the jump or whatever it was that Mike mentioned the action was, and it's 1 for your movement to go down.
Okay.
It shouldn't take an action for him to fall. And grab a ledge is a reaction.
But he had to run to get to the wall. I don't know.
That's part of the high jump.
That was
maneuver.
that was part of the high jump.
Okay,
He's
so
got
you got 1 action left.
Flail. I mean,
Can I use it to grip the wall?
No,
Can I use it to throw myself over the wall?
no.
Just damage the wall. Where's your axe?
on the bottom or around the wall. Is there a way around it? Is there?
We're going to find that out next round. Let me ask you this, because I've never had to do this in combat. The reload on the Yeti has,
3 actions.
like I said, I've never reloaded it in combat.
You hadn't needed to.
Right.
What does it say under reload?
Is it 1
I
to
didn't-
3?
I didn't write that down. It never came up.
We talked about it before a long time ago. It's either 2 or 3 actions.
think
I
it's
wish I
three.
still had the stats for that thing.
I know. I got to.
I've been looking for them and I can't find them.
That's fine.
I feel like it's 3 actions, right? Because if it was just 2 actions, it's the same as like a revolver.
It's gonna be similar to a rev jacked, but it might be one more than a rev jacked, but I'm not positive.
So would it be? It's got 3 barrels. Would it be 1 action per barrel?
It's a break action, right?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at the rev jack real quick.
Still have the beluga on my desktop at least. Did we keep that?
Rev jacked is essentially 1 action to break it, and then 1 action to drop 2 shells in.
Oh, holy shit! All right, this is a small thing. Then
But I don't remember what we wrote the Yeti as because it's been forever and I didn't keep those.
Yeah.
I wrote down every stat except for that. I'm sure I can find it. That's
It's
all
probably
right.
in the email. I should check there.
It takes too much time anyway.
I'll just go get some Pepto-Bismol. I'll be right back.
I'm going to use my last action to. I'm going to pull my trench knife on the way back down.
He is down to it. Okay.
Getting desperate.
Blanca.
I was expecting to see a bear traverse a slate roof. That's
You'll see the bear in a moment. I just need to find the end of the fucking wall.
Otherwise, you're just gonna have a bear
Hopefully it doesn't
flailing at a.
Run off the side of the building,
I hate this.
banging my head. Whoa, bad.
It's like I'm in an aquarium and I
The
can't.
worst zoo ever.
Worst aquarium zoo ever.
Where the zookeeper is in kicking the animals in the face. Can't get to him.
Get out of here.
Fall down that hill.
Jump. I said jump. Okay, bitch.
I'll just kick your ass. When I say whoa, I mean whoa. Here's Tony Sam.
Right. Shit, I lost my place. There you are. Blanca, let's see. Cornell, you're at the roof line. Bjorn's halfway down. Creature's still there. Cornell, you're probably the only one in position to see this. You're keeping an eye on the shadow down at the eve line. You do a head check to your right. You hear Bjorn, and you hear slate tiles crushing under his weight, and then you hear like a really hard hit, and then a moaning sound, maybe what sounds like a breach opening up. Then you hear Blanca say a couple of words. You've heard them before. You're starting to get a little bit of an understanding of what some of these things mean. You look over, take a glance, and you see her blur for a second and vanish. Perception.
25.
You look around to see where she went to. You see Bjorn crumpled partway down the roof below you. And you see just a flash of movement on the roof peak of the opposite building, kind of where Robyn was before. Looks like Blanca's on the other side of the building on the top of the roof line. She's clearly on the other side of whatever barrier has stopped Bjorn from descending. That's where she is. The shadow floats up your direction. It will only get 1 action when it gets there.
That might be all it needs.
In the last episode of Noctrichter.
Yes.
Banny survives.
And the season ended.
I think it hit you.
All it needs is a 24. I don't have any armor.
I rolled a 17. You're hit.
Yep.
One more. And there you are. Uh, 18 points of damage.
No.
I am dying 1.
Roll a percentile for me.
43.
Almost 42. The ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Robyn's about to have some company. You are in motion towards the edge of the building and do not stop.
Oh, do not stop.
I am dying 2.
Better than being dying 3, mon ami. A little.
Okay. Move, attack. That's his end of his round. Oh, let's go visit Banny. He's still having fun.
He's still breathing and stuff.
Shadow.
Outside the door, you're looking at the door frame. Just discharged your weapon. Watch the other shadow vanish. You see the head followed by the shoulders and then body of the shadow as it throws itself through the doorway, using the sides of the door to push closer towards you. It floats as much as runs your direction and then strikes.
Ah, but I get a shot on it before it does.
Take your shot.
That is a 15. Lose that die. Well, that could have gone better. 8. Actually, 9.
9 damage.
Yeah, that's what happens when you roll 2 and a 3 on a 12.
You see a wisp of it fly off. You recognize you barely touched this creature as it launched itself towards you. Its first strike comes at you. It looks erratic and wild, and it strikes and attempts to hit with a 27.
Oh, yeah, it hits. No boxcars. No whammies.
Close enough.
Oh.
13 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
Move,
Another?
attack. One more attack.
Okay.
-4, 25.
No. No. Whew.
Robyn. Flat check, I think, is in order. Let's check the die.
Yes, I'm afraid so. It goes something
13
like
or 14.
this. It'll be a 10 plus your dying value, which is, it's a 3.
So you get a 13 flat check, or you go to dying 4, which is
Death.
Death.
deceased.
14. I can't even get it on my screen right. 14.
Well done.
By an inch.
So success reduces you to dying 2.
2?
Or
No?
wounded 3.
Wounded 3.
You
Wounded
stabilized.
3. Damn it. Thought I was getting the hang of this.
Oh, no, I was picturing Bjorn. Damn it, she's still just wounded. Drops axe on her.
Robyn, every fiber of your being hurts. You're laying on cobblestones that are just at a slight angle. You're looking up at a purple and orange.
She's still
sky.
unconscious.
I'm still
Totally
out.
unconscious.
I'm out.
Totally
You're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Ignore
I'm
all
out.
that description.
You're looking at your ancestors.
Yeah.
Yes.
They hover about
Papa?
you.
Papa,
One of your
can you
eyes
hear
is
me?
blood red, and
Papa?
you're yeah, crushed.
Your other eye is 12 feet away, looking back at you.
Bjorn,
The nerve's still
you're probably
attached.
the only one that can see this. You watch the blood prints step off the edge of the roof.
Wait a minute. I go before the blood prints.
Yeah, you went at the top of the round.
Oh, that's right, because something just beat up on Cornell.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. He steps off and drops?
Yep. He disappears up past the roof line. Let's get a marker for him.
Do I see or hear any? Is the room that I'm in facing that courtyard where the opposite of the fire escape, or is it on the front of the building?
You're on the front of the building.
Is that the
Did
right
he
place
see
for me to
Cornell's
be?
body fall past the window?
Perception, Danny.
Or did he hear either of the two gunshots Cornell fired?
I'm sure that I'm hearing all sorts of stuff up top right now. That's a 25.
You hear distant firecrackers. Tack, 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 tack. They sound very high up. You see a shadow move briefly past the window right behind you, and you hear a sickening smack.
Oh,
Sounds like somebody threw a deer in front of a car while it was in motion.
come on, Barkley! Come on, Barkley! Oh, that's Monty Python, where they all it's a board
You
meeting and they're all
don't-
jumping out the window.
Probably have any idea who that is, but clearly somebody just fell off the roof. And
If
hit
I
the
hear-
street hard.
More gunfire, I will know that it was one of mine and not one of them.
Let's see.
I don't think there's anybody with a gun up there still.
I just haven't pulled them.
All right, fair.
Wait, here's the
still in melee
Spitzer.
weapon
Oh,
mode.
here's the Thrud
Wait,
ball.
which pocket is it in?
I pulled the trench knife, forgetting I've got a 12 gauge under my left arm.
Your Vindicator is there. It's a classic.
It was pre-Yeti.
The man who's an armory walking around. Wait a minute, I have what?
Ching, ching, ching. Wait, knife? What?
Yeah, but that trench knife, we got a lot of history together.
Yeah,
Right.
it's close to my heart.
It's killed so many.
Yes, it ended a lot of histories.
Were you going to have babies? Well, no.
None of you will witness this, so I'll just do this off screen and we'll move on to fire.
Something horrible.
Yes, it is something horrible. You are correct, sir.
Oh, well, okay, great.
Uh, smoke filled. Those are gone.
I'm still rooting for the Hag cavalry to come in.
Yeah,
Two
they'll,
current.
they'll come in and rescue us any moment.
Banny,
Okay,
Banny, it's your turn. Cornell, you're on deck.
bleed.
Sorry. You're
Uh,
on the deck, literally.
I am going to rock off a shot for the. Do I care? Do I care about hunting prey? Yes, actually, I'm going to. No, I can't. I am going to move to the window. The window, is it 10 feet up? I know I'm at least about 10 feet off the ground right now.
You're with the windowsill. Are you looking out? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm standing on a chair and I see the
Oh.
window off to my left, I assume.
It's probably 14 feet from the bottom of the sill to the ground, maybe 16.
If I jump out the window, catch edge, and then drop, would that reduce my potential?
Let's
By 5
see how
feet?
good your rolls are.
Let's see. Athletics. I am going to
Catch
run
a
and
ledge.
jump through the window. 28.
You put your weight against the leaded glass. It flies out. The glass goes out in a solid sheet. The little webbing that is all the lead and so forth kind of bends, wraps around you as you grab the edge or attempt to slow your descent.
Cocked. Come on, do better. That is a 25.
Yeah, you grab the sill, your fingernails, you feel one of them break away as you start your descent.
That's fine. That's fine. It's only like 6 hit points.
You land harder than you expect. How much damage do you abate?
I don't know. What's falling from 14 feet?
It's 9.
Catching a ledge. Is it 9 feet because I grabbed a ledge? Is it
Oh,
from?
if you grab, did you actually grab the ledge?
He did grab it.
Succeeded.
Oh, then you don't take anything. I don't think. Hold on.
Like it reduces it by what, 10 feet, right, Mike?
Grabbing an edge is a reaction to just
Right.
stop
Falling.
your fall. So
Right.
how far did he fall before he
So,
grabbed an edge?
if his body hangs over the side with the grab a ledge, which he was successful at, he can let go and drop to the street, which is 6 feet.
He takes 1 damage. No, he takes 0 damage. It's 10 feet.
Less than 10 feet.
I don't know. I had it up earlier. All the falling stuff.
So I'm going to call breaking the window in action, and then using your break your fall in action, and then you have 1 action left as you land. You see Cornell. Cornell, are you conscious?
I'm unconscious. You take 1 damage, Bonnie. By the way,
Taking 1 damage.
Now he's dead.
That
I am
fingernail
completely-
stings in the night air or the evening air.
Ow!
You're right on top of Cornell. He doesn't look well.
He looks like he's crushed into a small pulp.
Did we skip Blanca after Bjorn ran at the wall?
I have a
No,
feeling
she
that stuff
dimension door.
happened.
She dimension doored to the far roof line so she
Okay.
could launch.
So she can laugh at you.
Yeah, so she can get a better view of all of us falling off the roof.
so she can scrub the mission and report that we're all dead.
Sorry, Mom. Like that went sideways.
This is what you get for giving the new guy mission lead. I told you this would happen.
Hey, this was all on Bjorn. We go.
Are you done, Benny?
I
You got 1 action. What are you doing?
I am pulling a Chiron bar out of my out of my
Ass?
out of my ass. I've had
I allowed others to pull it and administer it in the same action. Is that what you do?
I would if I could. I would absolutely grab it and shove it in his mouth and
Roll a
No.
d4.
oh my gosh,
Nom, nom, nom.
God, that's a 3.
He doesn't bite your fingers.
Can't. I have to like
Cornell.
smash it in his tongue and
You taste that bitter chocolate that is Chiron in your mouth.
It's kind of like Blanca.
gross. What?
What? She has that kind of medicinal sort of a.
Yeah,
proceed.
yeah. That's how I usually perceive
Vinegar and
people.
water? What?
What part are you tasting? I'm trying to figure this out.
I don't want to get into Ken's personal life anymore.
Only Cornell knows for sure.
Oh jeez.
Oh God.
Is it my turn? I think is what you said.
Cornell, it is your turn.
You know, toss the salads, just a figure of speech, Ken.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
you do your thing.
Fluffers only work on men.
Never mind.
Bunny, where did you come from?
Don't worry, we have incoming. What? Where did you come from?
The top.
Fuck.
The blood
Well-
prince is up there with a giant shadow.
I'll see if I can get an angle on him. There's no way to get up the top of this. It's all burning. That wasn't you, was it? Setting the whole place on fire.
I think that was the blood prince.
Take care of yourself. I'll see if I can get an angle on him. We've got a visitor too.
If he gets away, you need to find his research.
Just button yourself up. Take care of yourself. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I look at his entire broken body.
Yeah, I'm
And you
having
will be
a
fine.
hard time reconciling doing anything besides talking.
I know.
Just take care of yourself. Something's coming out of that window. I'll shoot it when it gets here.
Did my Ragnar land next to me?
You didn't fall off the building, did you?
Yes.
From the
Yeah.
peak.
Half the group has fallen off. Come on down. It's fine.
Roll
The
a
giant shadow
percentile.
behind you.
Mr.
Killed me.
Holiday.
Do I want good or bad this time?
You want a higher number.
I got a higher number, 85.
You beat me by a lot. Your gun is within arm's reach. Let's check damage from that height for a weapon.
So, Benny, are you on the ground with him?
I jumped out the window, dropped,
Well,
grabbed the
I'm
ledge.
the only one left on this stupid roof.
Your
I
gun
was
has
on the second floor.
Wait, who has Blanca
Cornell?
over their shoulder?
Cornell?
Walk
Your
to
turn.
left.
Your gun has you look at your gun, it looks pretty beat up. You're guessing it has the broken condition.
What does that mean? In this-
It's or sorry, it's gonna be not broken, it's gonna be low quality.
I don't remember what that means either.
I think
Minus
low quality
something.
is -2. That's in the Burgundian book.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need some mending from Blanca, who's on the other roof over there. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. -2 to all checks. Yeah, so it's a -2. I reach over, grab it, and just point it at the window, ready in action to shoot anything that comes through that window or off of the peak of the roof.
Okay, you are readied.
But I'm just laying there on the ground still, holding the gun because I don't feel like I can stand up yet.
Yeah, you're not leaking that you can tell, but you don't want to move.
I haven't tried my legs, and I'm not willing to test that yet.
Bjorn, you're at the base of the invisible wall. Breach open. I'm guessing that was the last thing you did.
No, I pulled my trench knife.
Oh yeah.
All right. With one hand on the wall, I'm going to run toward one end of the building.
Are you going
see-
east or west?
I'll go east.
Okay.
To see where it stops.
You're running with your hand against the wall. You finally, your hand pushes free of the wall. You've moved about 20 feet to get there. You've got no fear of slipping, so I'm not going to make you do a check on your movement. But now that you're free, if you want to move any further, I'm going to need a climb check.
I'm going to round the corner of the wall
Okay.
and run down toward the edge.
Climb check DC 26.
Preferably where my axe is.
Oh, it's the opposite direction.
Oh, dream on.
What's that?
That's the opposite direction.
It is. All right.
Mhm.
Fuck the axe. 32.
32 on a 26, not a crit. You get down to the rain gutter and can look down into the little pocket area. The building kind of makes a big
Do
rounding.
I see Mr. Blood Prince floating down through the sky?
You see his feet on the ground standing over Robyn, and you see his hand outstretched in her direction.
Because death isn't good enough.
So
We
let
need
me
re-
ask you a question.
We need reinforcements.
We'll do a little physics here.
Okay.
How long does it take an 800-pound grizzly bear to drop free fall 80 feet?
Terminal velocity is the same for every weight.
You could.
You
I don't know what the
fall
terminal
you fall
velocity
you
is.
can fall 500 feet in the first round.
Like in training. What?
I'm going to step off the.
With your
Do you,
last
do you
action,
want to know
edge.
the rules on falling on a creature before you do that?
he can't.
Yeah, I probably should.
He's too far away to fall on him.
Unless he can jump.
No.
Oh.
So you're at the corner where the building kind of intersects with the north-south connecting piece. Edward and Robyn are both closer to, I would call it, the middle of the building. It's a good 40 feet away from you.
When you say Edward, you mean
The Blood Prince,
Blood
Edward
Prince.
Manet.
Blood Prince, yes.
Eddie. Okay, sorry. I
Yeah.
know him as Eddie.
So you could drop the 80 feet to the ground without any roll.
Yeah, congratulations.
I don't want to do an other guys.
The-
What was the distance from the 20 feet to the end of the wall down to the edge of the building?
All right. So the wall is 60 feet wide. You had to clear roughly 35 feet of it before you got an opening. You dropped straight down to the corner. So I'm going to say you're 35 feet from Edward and Robyn, or the Blood Prince and Robyn.
And I've exhausted 2 actions to get there
Yep. And you're 80 feet off the ground.
with a move at 35.
Well, you were grooming the wall to get to the edge. You got to the corner, and I made you change your movement to descending by climbing for that, getting from there to the edge.
Okay.
I think even if we'd broken it up in any way, it would have cost you another 5 feet to get there. So it's 2 moves to get where you're going.
Gotcha. All right.
But in theory, he has 20 feet of movement left in that second move.
I'll give him that. Sure. You could.
That still wouldn't get me off the roof, and to
It
be
would
able
get you
to,
60 feet off the ground as opposed to 80.
if I descended, if I started climbing down.
I'd let you keep your climb check. Well, no, you're changing vertices. A fresh check, same movement.
So is your intent to get over the top of him and then drop down on top of him?
Oh.
So if it take how
You're 35 feet laterally from him and 80 feet vertically.
The vertical, I'm not concerned about.
But he's 35 feet at an angle. So if he went
Runs
25
35.
feet back up
Yeah.
the roof, and then he's directly over, is that correct?
If he moved along the gutter line, the remainder of his movement, which is 20 feet, he would still be 10 feet shy of being directly overhead.
Okay.
You can leap a 10-foot gap if your speed is 30 feet or more with one action.
oh my
No
gosh.
check involved. It's automatic 10 feet,
I'm so sorry.
which puts you directly over him.
I'm gonna see what the GM says here.
What's your intent?
My intent is to get above him, go off the roof, and let the bear take over as I rocket down on top of him.
Do you want?
Give me your climb check for your movement along the gutter.
It's going to be a minimum of 40 hit points.
DC 26.
Does
Yeah.
all of it.
What's that? Is that correct? Am I correct?
It'll be 35 hit points of damage that Bjorn takes.
Bjorn will
Bjorn
take it.
knows what's in it for him. He's more interested in what's in it for the Blood Prince.
Oh, okay.
True.
That's a 32 on my athletics.
Okay, you storm down the storm drain of the building and end your round as you vault. But you really don't have, you won't be able to get to the ground.
You fall 500 feet in a round.
500 feet?
But around, and we
in
haven't
order
actually.
to get into, well,
We used up all
by
the
the end
actions.
of the turn.
Right?
By the end of the turn.
It's more dramatic this way.
Right.
Traumatic.
Remove
Yeah.
5.
you go your 20
4.
feet that you have left and step off.
And the step off ends the round.
But then is Cornell still hanging in the air?
Right. He fell.
To your point, right? He's going to fall because he stepped off the roof. The problem is he's going to go straight to the ground because he's got no more lateral movement. I mean, you could say,
Well, he said he was 10 feet away from the wall, from the roof.
so when he ends the last remaining 20 feet,
Does he have 10 feet of horizontal momentum over 80 feet of vertical drop?
but he doesn't have an attack action left to actually attack. He can't throw himself on them as an attack because he doesn't have an action to do so.
Yeah.
Just a
Not an
reaction?
attack, just a fall.
But
Just a
that's
reaction,
the thing.
then?
An aimed
Well,
fall.
if he just falls, he's going to hit he's going to take
just
damage and then be able to stand up and do whatever if he's alive.
He's a big dude.
Oh no, he's not going to be standing up.
No. I have a feeling. So I see what Keith's meaning. Because if you do a jump, it's not an attack. It's just a jump. If
You're not aiming, you're just descending.
Yeah, you're
You
just
take a
drop
short,
action.
careful jump. That's an aimed jump. That's the definition of leap right there. That is saying I want to land right there.
Yeah.
You could make him roll something to see if he actually aims well
Like
because he's 80 feet up.
Yeah.
But the intention of this is to say I want to land here. It's made for jumping over gaps.
Read jump to me.
It's leap. You take a careful short jump. You can leap up to 10 feet horizontally if your speed is 15 feet.
Yes.
Does leap require
or
an
up to
action?
15, one action.
Yeah. So movement, he's using the rest of his movement to get into position.
So he had one action left.
No, he spent 2. Wait, move
No,
action.
he can move around. Climb
Move
action.
Okay.
Now
I see
another
where
move
you're
action.
at. I see where you're at. Okay, so we spent a move action there. We spent a move action. He does have one action left. So leap is attack. Okay.
I like it.
This is really great.
This is James Bond.
This isn't James Bond.
This is just full frontal Bjorn.
James
He's going
Rock.
over the side.
I'm sorry. I hear 007.
And screaming down toward his nemesis.
Okay. So leap is the action, correct? Wait, so we started the round with you moving along the wall, moving down to the eaves. So you didn't spend any other actions, right?
Correct.
Just move, jump. Move, leap. Roll your leap.
Were those knuckles cracking?
Yeah.
Use your hero point.
No, he hasn't used.
I think he's going to need that to recover from the fall damage.
That's true.
10.
What is that?
10?
That's me not reaching for anything but my laptop. As I show you my blue dice.
I can't see it.
I don't know if you can see it.
Not really.
I see paper.
This is important. This is
Did he
important.
match it?
I see it.
I see,
I see a blue
20.
I see a
It's
20. I see a 20.
It's a 20.
What is a critical leap? Like,
So you cannot critical an action. Is that correct?
Yeah, but
This
you can
is
just be really, really good at it.
This just means that he landed where he wanted to go, right?
Yeah.
like perfectly. Like, there's the
Okay.
body.
So
Fat ass of the big old bear sitting on top of the.
Keith, do you need falling on a creature rules?
yes, please.
Page 464.
Wait,
If you land on a
wait.
creature, that creature must attempt a DC 15 reflex save.
Only it's worse because he got a critical success.
Well, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Oh, come
matter.
on.
It just means he didn't miss.
Yeah.
464 falling on a creature.
I really do love Pathfinder 2 rules. That's amazing.
DC 15 reflex save. All right.
Surprise, you're flat-footed.
Yeah. Is he aware of the barbarian falling?
A falling bear from the ceiling? Would you really see this coming?
None of you saw it coming.
All
How
right.
many
so-
bears do you have falling from the ceiling?
He's a drop bear.
Oh.
Drop
Stab it.
bear.
Circus is in town, I can see.
Drop bear.
Before I drop the die,
That's the next shirt. The silhouette of a grizzly and like a parachuter's fall. Drop bear 2021.
What the?
all right. What? Let's get the Blood Prince's stats up so we can see.
A 15
Alright.
reflex save is not that hard to hit, unfortunately.
It's not.
No, it's really not.
Is it a reflex or is it a
It's
Flat
not an
DC.
AC. It's not an AC. It's
reflex.
so if he's a high enough level, he probably has an innate 8 or 9.
Yep.
Okay. He succeeds at his reflex.
Just
So half
succeeds.
Just succeeds. I rolled shitty.
Good.
So he
So
takes some
a quarter
damage.
of the damage. He takes a
Yeah.
quarter of the damage.
So
all
40
right.
quartered?
So what
And
damage have we
30.
generated, Mr. Bjorn Oleander?
It was
Let's consult the
40.
Book of Wisdom.
So 40 points of damage.
I thought it was
So-
35 from what
I
you were
reread
saying.
it. It's
Oh,
it's
it is.
40.
It is how much?
40.
Okay, good.
So
Because it's
Bjorn-
an 80-foot building, right?
Yep.
Right.
40 feet.
So Bjorn takes 40, and the Blood Prince takes a quarter of that. So 10.
Most of the damage was experienced by the bear.
That sucks for the 20. That's
I know. Here's my natch. Ow!
It's called scald damage. That's scald damage to the nth degree.
Skull damage.
Scald.
Oh, it's skull.
You know, he just cast fall on person.
What
and
does that do to you, Bjorn?
I'm a
40.
dying one.
Okay. I'll put Bjorn on the ground next to Robin.
Now, I did
Oh,
have
this
my,
guy has two zombies now.
I did have my trench knife in my
One's
hand.
a bear. Get my trench knife.
Go to sleep, Bjorn. Go to sleep.
We're just giving this guy fuel.
Yeah. Do you need a little more something? Have a bear.
I'm not a bear anymore.
At this point, we're getting pretty dicey, so I'm going to ask for a proxy to make some of the rolls for Blanca.
Oh my gosh.
I think I used all my good ones up.
I dare
I think
say,
you should call for a different roll from everybody.
Yeah, alternate
Pick a
rotation.
person each time.
That's fair. So she.
In fact, roll a die, a d4, and that determines who rolls the d20.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
like
gosh.
So
going total rando.
she dimension doored from the roof line to the opposite peak, which would have put her in a great position to strike, except now the Blood Prince is out of line of sight. She had to descend to the edge of the roof line to make an attack.
Everybody's going to end up on the ground.
Not great at climbing.
There's going to be 3 people on the floor.
I see this now. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
There's already 3 bodies now, but Cornell's on the other side of the building.
Around the
Yeah.
corner, at least.
He's missing most of the action here. This is not something he's going to be privy to till the recap.
To the recap. Basically, only person who's going to not be in a recap is Banny.
I'm sitting right on top of Cornell right now.
Can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, man. Hubris. Stupid girl. All right. I can't let everybody die. I got to get in position. Climb check.
1d4.
D4 out. 1, 2. Bjorn. Or John.
John's been rolling pretty well for.
17.
Oh,
yes.
The dice is 17.
17. It's a 28 from her.
fantastic.
She's not.
That means she
Bad,
fails under a 15. That's scary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
It's-
that's
yeah.
me.
So
You guys shouldn't be on roofs.
No,
She releases
not like this. I've been on
down
plenty of
to the
roofs.
edge.
Look at how I'm dressed.
Roofs are fine when they're flat. I love roofs.
I know.
Yeah.
Sniper roofs are great.
Where are the sniper roofs at?
Yeah. But do you guys have?
I'm looking for the sniper roofs.
Yeah. Can I go?
So, guys, she's at the edge. She's stable on the roof gutter.
Lightning.
My spell complement is pretty well drained. I have a lightning bolt left. I have line of sight on the blood prints.
Cook him.
Okay.
Can she
Yeah.
like
I do
wedge
not
her
think
foot
she
in the
would
gutter
hold
so
back.
when she goes unconscious, she's dangling?
That would take another move action she doesn't have. It takes 2 actions to cast.
I only have so many Chiron bars.
Banny, you may have to write the after action report on this.
In honor of Cornell, I write this after action report.
And actually, Cornell's going to survive. Everybody else isn't.
We don't know if my legs work yet.
You don't know. He might have broken his arms like
I'm
Robyn.
conscious, but
It's like
I don't
Paraplegic.
up into his hips. Now it's just like his ass and his feet.
We have a Bedesian church around the corner. I'm sure that they could do something for us if we tell them about all the wonderful things you've done.
We've just been turned into Marvin
Get you a
the
job
Martian.
at the circus.
Okay.
All right.
Man with
She's
no
got
legs.
this one memorized at 4th level, so it is heightened. That
That's
adds a
good.
that adds a D12.
Mm.
We haven't seen that pooch yet either, have we? Did it get stuck
we
in the building?
heard or maybe saw it.
Yeah, I
heard
think
in
somebody
the-
saw it before taking a descent. I think.
Who knows? You know, pooches don't do so well in flaming buildings.
Nah, I think it was climbing out.
If a dog develops thumbs to do something like that, that is unnatural.
It's already unnatural.
All right.
No.
5D12.
5d12.
Do you want everybody to roll a d12?
No, I'll do it. I've got enough. I actually bought more so I could cast this spell.
Wow.
Okay, that's kind of mid-range, decent though. 29, 39, 38 points.
Love average.
Keith, you're not allowed to go to gaming stores unsupervised again.
I want to buy all your d12s.
38. She'll take a quarter of that.
Ouch.
She didn't have very
Oh.
many hit points though,
No,
right?
she didn't.
No, she's absolutely unconscious, and
Does she fall?
somebody roll a percentile for me.
You're gonna have to D4 that one.
Yeah, I don't think
Before
anybody's
that
going to
one, I do.
volunteer this.
Okay,
I was going to
1d4.
reach, but you're
1,
right.
2, 3, 4. That's gonna be John.
Ah,
John's on a roll. Literally.
he's
Well-
rocking it.
Roll your percentile. Beat a 42.
51.
She stops at the gutter,
Oh my god.
unconscious. Who's in the alley to witness any of this? Nobody.
Nobody awake.
So she's hung up there with
Did she go right after Bjorn's fateful leap?
Yep. So when she goes to 0, she took non-lethal damage. Is she dying 1?
No, she's unconscious.
Unconscious, right? It's non-lethal. That's the last hit point.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Just 0.
Okay.
He's just taking it easy.
Wow, the roof is suddenly clear.
Sort of. She's still hanging up there, and the place is on fire.
Yeah.
And the roof is no longer on fire.
She's on a different roof, though, is she not?
She is.
Oh, she is? Oh, she's on the roof that Robyn was.
Cornell, you see a flash of darkness come out of the window, leaping down your direction.
Just in time for you to wake up, baby.
31 to hit.
You hit. It's a crit, but again, no
crit.
damage bonus.
And
12 damage.
if that doesn't kill it, I get a snapshot.
Does that hit my? Can these things be intimidated?
Can they be intimidated?
They didn't like the fire, so that tells me that they have some sort of,
I'm gonna
sensibility.
I don't see anything here that says they can't be intimidated.
Well, then I'm gonna assume that critical effect lets me roll my intimidate.
There you go.
Okay.
Versus his will DC 32. Just his will DC. You don't roll anything.
Oh, sorry. Will is a 22.
Then he I critically succeed, so he is
Super
Intimated.
he's
Intubated.
frightened too.
Intimated? Intimated sounds different than
Intubated. It's
Intubated.
just get it in there.
Frightened 2. That takes.
Basically, he's a -2 at everything.
Okay.
It reduces by 1 every round.
He lands lightly on the ground.
I
Somewhere
get a
between
hit.
floating and
Snapshot.
falling. Take your snapshot.
Crit. Oh, that's beautiful.
Really?
It is, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
But that's
matter
an
in shadow.
18 or 8. Or no, a 4, 18, 22 plus 4. 26.
26.
Damn, I love my bighorn. I will take this thing everywhere. I will.
He will love him and squeeze him and call him George.
The shadowy creature takes the shot from Cornell, continuing its path, and turns to nothing before it even reaches contact with the ground.
Thank you, Cornell.
Up top.
There's still one at the roof, Blaine. Ugh.
Stay here.
And I
you
still
watch
can't
it.
feel my feet.
Hasn't even tried. Wiggle your big toe.
The two of you recognize almost simultaneously, Bjorn and Cornell, that you're in the shadowy area of the street. Up on the roof, there was sunlight still cresting on these things. The two of you discharge your weapons and look up, and you see a dark shape drawing nearer as it descends toward you. It can't reach you this round.
This seems to be the bigger one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about 40 feet above you.
And turn
And
to
closing.
Cornell.
Closing fast.
Turn to Cornell and say, "You got this, right? I gotta go check on things." Something.
Robyn, Robyn, do you have anything to contribute to this moment?
As an unconscious, not quite dead person? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Just
Somebody wake
checking in
me?
with you. You
Yeah, I
stable.
appreciate it.
Can Bjorn try his stabilizing recovery
On his turn, we'll get to
on
him.
his dying one?
Can we get the ICU ward, please, on line 1? The ICU ward on line 1.
That's right.
There are no witnesses here. This is really ugly. Okay.
Oh, great. Just unconscious people being.
Oh yeah, Blanca's no longer a witness either.
Nope.
She's just not a witness up on the roof.
Can I get a witness? Do you want to roll D3 or something here? You got no hero points, but Blanca does.
Blanca's
Bjorn,
fine.
Yeah, Bjorn can use his. Oh yeah, she's just hanging. Just hanging out.
She's unconscious.
Bjorn, you go to dying 2.
I don't stabilize.
Something impacts you.
Ah, fuckers. Do you want to tell John what it is?
Magic missile.
Into my seemingly lifeless corpse.
That's
Yeah.
just how they roll.
The Blood Prince doesn't take death for granted. He plays in death every day.
Oh,
And he needs recruits, and you're not there yet. Your chest is still rising and falling.
we'll be reporting for duty very soon.
Look who's talking.
We're burning charges right and left here, so let's keep going. We're not out yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Robyn, don't ask for what you don't want. Magic missile.
Well, that's it. Dying 4, dead. Shouldn't have
Hey,
done
Vanny.
that, Monty Python.
Your sea witch, real nice.
Babysitting isn't part of the job.
Trust the sea witch.
I didn't trust her. She told us he was
Bjorn?
in the building.
Yeah.
You didn't die yet.
Nope.
Dying 3.
Why is he dying? Oh, he hits him again.
Yep. You guys
There's no
When-
saves against magic missile, is there?
Nope.
No.
You guys hear windows starting to explode from the 3rd floor, raining down on the streets. Vanny, you see a shadow closing in on you. It gets bigger and bigger.
I am going to ask Cornell where the others are.
I have no idea. They were up on the roof last I saw.
And scene.
I look up and I say, take a few shots. I'll wait to see if you take it out. Hold my action till after Cornell.
Cornell.
I hate
You're close
that
to the
plan.
grave. You've got really good perspective right now.
I hate that plan.
That's the plan.
You're not mission lead yet. I still have hit points.
Let's just say if you take care of this, I might be able to do more work.
I've shot this thing several times. Missed 3/4 of my shots at it. But do I feel like shooting it twice more is going to do anything?
Give me a perception. Medical's not going to do you any good. This thing doesn't have anything like a physiological body.
I rolled a 13, so that gives me a 27.
27. It doesn't look diminished to a degree that 2 shots would change its mortality.
Can you give me a rundown on what the character order is?
Banny just delayed, so it's you, and that's the end of the round, and then it goes to Bjorn.
Oh wait, I'm delaying until after Cornell.
Right. Okay, so Cornell, Banny, end of the round. Bjorn, Blanca, Shadows, Robyn, Bloodprint.
Did I hear the splat of Bjorn?
It's really not something you could hear from here. You're on the opposite side of the building.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the building.
.48 hit points. That's what the guy took. Last. We don't know that.
Does this guy look like he's falling, or does he look like he's floating?
I think he's floating. I think he's using middle Welkin physics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that it's not like he's going to take falling damage. He's just going to float down here and then kill us both if we stay right here.
Okay. The thing is, take your shots. If you don't kill it, I will kill it. But I was hoping you could kill it so I could do something else. That's my goal. That's why.
Yeah, I don't do damage unless I get snake attack, though. And
Okay.
I don't get snake attack. So...
Just open up a can, all three. I'll follow right behind you.
Two-finger pour for Robyn.
Rip in peace. Okay, I will fire once and then reassess. Rolled a 10. That gives me a 27.
27.
Can I assist? Just hold his
Nope.
hand.
27 hits.
Just kidding.
7 plus 6. Nope, wrong thing. 7 plus 4. 11.
11. You just see a tiny bit of it diminish. You're barely pecking at it with that shot.
This is stupid, Bonnie. I'm not staying under this thing.
Well, then
I try my
go.
legs. Do they work?
What's your condition?
I have
He's stricken.
3 hit points. I
and
am
stricken.
wounded 2, and I am stricken.
Okay, you do have legs. They don't work as well as they did 10 seconds ago.
I
Stricken is
stand.
minus 10 unless you're aided.
You move. I'll take care of this. But I need eyes on the rest. If they're up there, they're up there. If they're down here, we need to figure it out.
Yeah, stricken. Minus 10 movement for stricken. So Cornell, you fired a shot.
Yeah,
You get-
fire's shot.
You stand up,
Stand up.
move 20 feet.
Move 20 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going east or west? Or
I have no idea. I don't have any bearings on anything.
You're on the front of the building.
do you move towards the university or towards the walls of the city?
Oh, I'm on the top side. I thought we were on the
You're on the front side. You're on the face of the building.
We're
face
across
of the building
street.
is on the north side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the face of the building was actually facing the hotel.
I thought it was on the west side.
No.
No, the hotel's to the north.
I did not know that. Okay. I'm
Apologies
sorry.
for descriptions, but fog of war.
Do what
If you want to, if you go up the incline, you can move around to the cubby, which gets you to the back side of the building. That's if you go west. If you go east, you'll head back towards the hotel you came
I'm
from.
gonna roll a d4 on a 2 or a 1. I'm going east. 4. I'm going west.
Going west. Okay, so
I just pick a random direction. I'm out of it
You're
pretty
beating my
hard
way.
still.
With that, you get to the corner of the building. You can actually step around the side of the building and get some cover if you wish.
I'm gonna just check it to see if there's any unpleasant trees around that corner. But I am sticking on this side so that I can maybe back up Bonnie
Okay. You head check around the corner. Nothing in your line of sight. Long street lays out before you, 40 feet between tall 5-story buildings. You know that the buildings off to your right are the housing for the staff at the university. Let's move to Banny.
Okay.
Cornell pulls his smashed bones up, lumbers.
I can hear him grind.
One
from
hand
here.
on the wall, stumbling to the corner.
I am going to look at the thing, hunt prey on it, and start a hunted shot. Get the 2-shot up front. First one is a 26. Yes. And the second one is not.
Roll hit. Roll damage.
It's pretty decent. 26, I'm sure, is not a crit, but it's a hit.
Yep.
Okay. And that's 17 plus 3 or 2. It's weapon specialization.
Are you expert or?
I'm expert.
Then 2.
Okay. 2. What did I say?
So 19.
20. 17. Yeah, 19.
You see the shadow bend and deform around your shot. It seems to take a good portion of that.
I'm going to roll off one more shot.
Okay.
I might as well try. Minus 10. No.
Okay. 3 shots ring out into the evening. Perception, Danny.
That is a 30.
You see what initially looks like a bystander down at the bottom of the street, where you came out of the hotel. You see a man shrugging on a heavy coat. Looks like it's fire resistant. He looks up the street your direction, motions back out of sight for more people. That's all.
Not only are we going to die, the entire fire department's going to die.
Good. At least we took him with us.
Those bad career choices.
Bjorn.
So if
Odin.
am I able to do a heroic? If I use my hero point, can I do a heroic stabilization?
You've not used your hero point yet?
I have not.
You may heroically use it to stabilize, which is what most logical people save their hero point for in a desperate battle with a boss.
And what does that do for me?
Hey, I did that.
Does that give me hit points?
It doesn't actually.
One.
It doesn't help as much as you'd hope at this point.
You think
Does
it'll
it
help?
give
You
me-
think you'll do damage? You'll do damage and stuff for
Oh,
a
no.
turn.
Gives you 1 hit point.
Gives
Yeah,
me
one hit point.
I spend it heroically to get my hit point. Does
You
that
do
cost-
not gain the wounded condition because you restore it that way.
So therefore, you are not stricken.
So not stricken, not wounded. Does that cost an action to
Wait.
do that?
He's dying
No.
3. He was dying 3 at the end of that.
Yeah.
When you recover with a hero point, you are.
You don't gain
Reset?
the wounded condition or gain its value.
So you can actually take all 3 levels of dying again?
Yeah, because you would only take wounded after removing dying. So if you do a heroic recovery, you don't take wounded.
And it's not like we collect hero points, but technically, I was reading it uses all of your hero points.
Yeah.
So if you got 1 or 2, it'll use them.
That is amazing.
If your game master were better about dispensing them during the heat of the action,
It doesn't matter. I'm dead now.
But to answer your question about no, it doesn't reset wounded, Eric. If you had that, if you already had
okay.
some from previously dying, you would.
So does
already-
it cost an action to recover and stabilize?
You would be on the ground, but you would be awake and alive.
hero points. So this is probably the best spent hero point in the entire campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. pretty much.
Because I'm gonna.
I was going to coup de grace you.
I know you were. I'm gonna use one action to get my feet up underneath me, and then the next two actions to haul ass.
Okay.
I want to put buildings, alleys, any obstructions I can between me and the blood prince so he doesn't have line of sight. Robyn, I'm sorry to leave you behind. You're a cooling corpse, and I'm not yet. I was hoping that I could crush him under my bear weight before he could coup de grace you.
You're the scared Hulk against Thanos. I get it.
That's okay. I'm good with that. I am hauling ass.
You can go left or right. Which one? You're
Left.
you're looking to break line of sight.
Yes,
With two corners ahead of you, equidistance.
left.
Left.
Being
Always left.
South?
He's headed south. So your move rate is how far?
Well, now that I'm not raging, I'm at a 25.
25. Yeah.
So you go 50 feet at an angle and then southward. You do break line of sight.
If I can make another turn during that 50 feet, I will.
You barely break the corner of the building, which is enough relief to you that your back doesn't feel like a barn door.
Okay.
Okay, that's the most we've seen out of Trackstar Bjorn in a while. Blanca is unconscious due to her own actions.
Oh yeah, not quite cooling, but unconscious corpse Blanca
Yeah.
over there.
She took scald damage, cooked her brain, and how long will it take?
Fell
her-
asleep. It's like a minute to recover from
From being
subleth-
knocked
or
unconscious.
unlethal or non-lethal damage. Some do.
Unconscious. Let's look at the condition. Since we're playing with people's lives here, and we've got a few more to throw on the pyre. You're sleeping, you've been knocked out, you can't act. You take a -4 status penalty to AC, perception, reflex saves, and you have the blinded and flat-footed conditions. When you gain this condition, you fall prone, drop items you are wielding or holding unless the effect states otherwise. If you're unconscious because you are dying, you can't wake up until you have 0 hit points. If you are restored to 1 hit point or move via or 1 hit point or more via healing, you lose the dying unconscious conditions and can act normally on your turn. If you're unconscious and at 0 hit points but not dying, you naturally return 1 hit point. You naturally return to 1 hit point and awaken after sufficient time passes. What is
Sufficient
time?
time.
The GM determines how long you remain unconscious for a minimum of 10 minutes.
A minimum of 10 minutes. Okay, well
Oh.
that kind of
Oh, yeah,
answers
yeah.
that question.
I
right
remember
there.
that. Yeah.
I think she's out of the fight unless
It's only
I burn a
60
hero point.
rounds.
Unless I burn a hero point, she's out of the fight.
Yeah. It's safe that she's just dangling there from the roof 80 foot above.
Well, I didn't even see
Ironically.
her dangling. I see her as kind of like lying
Perched.
crumpled against the gutter on the roof. So she may not even be within view
Mm.
of Mr. Blood Prince. Besides, he needs to eat Robyn now. That's his job.
That's his job.
That's right.
I'll deal with her later. Shadow.
As soon as he gets close, I get another snapshot on him.
Take your snapshot. He's on you.
I'm just going to roll them all at once. That's good. 31. That'll do. And an 11, a 12, and a 3. That's good. So 13 or 23, 26, and 28 total.
28 total.
Man, with a striking room, this gun is amazing. I have such a hard on right now. It's not a Yeti, but
You hit it center mass. You see lots of the blackness curl away from it. It's diminished significantly from when it first descended upon you. Perception.
Still not dead. 20 straight. 20.
It's just that's the total number.
That's a total number. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't really tell the thing's physiology enough to make an
I
assessment.
just want it to die. I don't necessarily need to know how dead it is, because
Okay.
it's already kind of dead.
Yeah, it doesn't die from that shot. It attacks you.
Okay.
So we spend move action to get to you and to its 2 strikes.
And he probably has a better 2-hit than anything else too.
28.
Yep, hits.
Damage. I'm doing meh.
Good.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
Strikes again.
Do not take me down. Nope. Don't blow on it.
19.
Oh,
That's
son of a bitch.
that.
It totally hits me.
This is his second
Minus-
attack. Yeah.
Minus
Yeah,
4,
so-
minus 5. Yeah, it's an agile attack, I'm sure.
32.
32 damage total, or 32
32
hit?
32
Okay.
hit.
No, it's a hit.
Not a crit.
It's not a crit.
Damage.
5. Go 5.
13.
I'm out. Down 1.
What are you at?
That 13 put me 2 below, minus 2.
So you're dying 1.
Dying 1.
Don't worry, you're just at 0 hit points. You can't go negative.
Negative is dying 1. Okay, I'm on the ground.
Oh, you're on the ground now?
We're all just laying down here.
Lazy.
You always
in
give me the
sun.
sole survivor writing up the mission report.
Wait till you see how that reads.
And then the idiots.
Heroically. They attempted to
Heroically, I
survive.
ran away.
I was trying to find a new
It's
target.
not going to make it into the report.
I was going for my axe on the other side of the building.
That's
Of
right.
course.
We cut our losses.
I mean, someone had to report this travesty, and clearly it was going to be me.
Cornell is still alive, yes?
36.
Cornell, you hear boots moving up the street as the fire department starts to close in. You also hear the sound of what sounds like a diesel engine echoing through streets a few blocks away. Your turn, Cornell.
He had a head check on me, right? He saw me go down, right?
Oh yeah, he stopped to look back and saw you drop. Your weapon clatters to the cobblestones.
How far away are these firemen?
The length of the building. You're done with like 80 feet ish.
Opposite of
100.
me?
Opposite end of the building, yeah.
What does it look like? Does the shadow look like it's aware of them?
It's over top of Banny, slashing at his body. It doesn't look up or back. It doesn't even pay attention to you. It's feeding.
Mein Leben.
Oh shoot! I really don't want to leave you to die, but man,
There's a time. It's now.
For what? For schnapps. No, what? For...
There's always time for
Just
pudding.
wanted that last taste of Appenzeller. Just
I told you it was a stupid plan, and you just had to stay and stand your ground underneath this thing.
did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'll write that on your tombstone. You did a lot of damage.
Did a lot of damage.
I really thought it was much more hurt than it actually was. But if it's feeding, that means that it's getting hit points back every moment, and it'll keep on hunting you. So be aware of that. I'll stop talking.
Other than heroically making a shot, I didn't think he got a chance to do something stupid. Stupid. Maybe the firefighters have holy water.
I don't think that's gonna matter, but
Oh yeah, never mind. Anti-magic water? Sorry to drop and roll and leave you there.
So Cornell, you're within 20 feet of Banny.
mhm.
You can see he's no longer fighting back. The firefighters, 80, 100 feet distance, running that direction. You see one holding a really long axe. The one that just cleared the corner behind him has a similar thing. You hear the fire truck rolling up, but it won't be here for another 6 to 12 seconds.
Did the firefighters? Are they aware of the body on the ground? Do they see Bonnie? I'm not even asking about the shadow over him. Do they see the body on the ground?
Oh, dice.
Oh,
Yeah, he looks like he's intently moving towards the fallen figure of Banny. It probably will take him 2 actions to get there. Maybe
Okay. He is going to be my fodder. Does he go?
3. He goes before you. You're gonna let him?
Yeah.
He comes storming up the street, passes by the entrance to the building, moves up. What was his? Yeah, you see him skitter for a moment as he sees this strange shadow over top of the corpse. He brings up his axe and instinctively just strikes. It's his last action, but first attack. Yeah, he's a little too disoriented to strike it in any meaningful way.
I was going to say, I'm going to be awful pissed if, after all the adventurers fail, the fucking fireman comes up and kills it. Fuck you, Keith.
it
Cornell.
winks out.
You see the shadow's head snap around preternaturally quick towards the firefighter.
Now that he has a target in range, I'm going to use a stealth so he's not aware of me, and then attack him. Just kind of duck around the corner, make sure I break cover, and then peek back out and fire at him.
So you spend a move action to break line of sight. Roll your stealth.
32.
32. That's good enough. You needed a 30.
Nice. And then we'll see if I can sneak attack this guy. 28 to hit.
That hits.
Do I roll sneak attack damage?
He is non-corporeal and does not have a physiology you can attack in that way.
Is he immune to critical strikes? Critical strikes aren't reliant on physiology.
Death effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, precision, unconscious.
Precision. Yeah. Okay. Dang it. Well, I'll do my pitiful damage. 11 damage.
You broke my pencil lead.
I'll take it. That's all I get tonight.
That's right. Your lead is broken.
It's about how much.
You see the firefighter's knees buckle as he hears the shot fire.
Oh, it's silence, isn't it?
It's out of.
Oh, it's out.
It's
Oh,
burned
it's
through
out
the
of-
suppressor. Yeah, so it's still got a suppressor on it, but it's
Just banging away like a coffee can.
Danny. Stabilize
Am I
or
Stable. I've already burned my hero point.
yep.
Just roll your thing. What are you dying to?
I didn't realize you'd burned your hero point.
I am
Oh
dying
my
1
gosh.
still. I am 15. I just rolled a 15.
Oh, I thought you were chewed on. Sorry.
Well, the firefighter just distracted and now the thing's just going to chew through all the firefighters. Comp, 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 comp.
Bjorn.
Look, it's a meat shield.
I'm going to continue to bob and weave, but I'm also looking for a van, like a delivery van.
The streets are crowded with parked cars. Let's beat me on a percentile.
21.
This close to the university, it's all passenger cars. You don't see anything like a lorry.
All right, I'm going to use my full move to continue corners, downside streets, alleys, anything I can do to throw them off.
You are running blind at this point, just taking corners, serpentine. As much as your rage sends you into a blind fit, this panicked run probably has a similar effect on you, and you are picking corners and shapes and light and dark and just fleeing from whatever death was behind you. Nothing rings out. Your back still feels like a huge target.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Hey, your brother has a spot on the corner, just around the outside of the.
Is that where Banny was hanging out for the entire combat?
No. Okay, that happened. Shadow.
Whew.
6, 7.
You should have stayed a travel writer, and I should have stayed a cab driver.
It's probably true. Get in over our heads at a certain point.
Banny, you're unconscious, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not showing any signs of life.
Breathing.
Breathing, okay.
Yeah, I'm breathing.
Occasionally twitching and says Luxana.
You fired off a full volume shot from the corner 20 feet away, Cornell. The creature turns its first attention to the firefighter and attacks. The firefighter slips on something momentarily, and you see the strike pass over his head almost accidentally, as this thing absolutely misses him. Firefighter is feeling pretty lucky. Second focus, one R1, so 1 RP. The rest go to him. No, second attack goes at the firefighter.
Firefighter wins.
He's wearing a big coat, but
Yeah.
he's also level.
You see the creature recover its bad form from the first strike, lash out at him again. You see the firefighter heave from the strike. But not fall to the ground. You hear him cry out. Firefighter. 6. One last action. 1 through 4, firefighter. 5, 6, finish Banny. 3. Firefighter gets another attack, and he's struck.
Oh,
We need more firefighters.
yeah, well, there should be a cluster of them right there. He wasn't the only one.
Yeah, but recruitment was down this year. It's
Something to do with some screaming hag that's supposed to be coming out any minute now.
Vaccination.
The firefighter, remarkably, is still on his feet, though you see him swooning. 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, does this thing have bleed damage?
No,
Does it take bleed damage? Okay,
no, neither.
9.
just checking.
It's out of the equation. More windows shatter on the second floor, raining down on the street. Cornell, you raise a hand in defense to keep your sight. Cornell, your turn.
Doesn't the firefighter go before me?
Oh yeah, he goes with the fire. You're right. Strike. Swing and a miss.
It's not going to be a...
Swing and a miss. And a Hail Mary. No.
Is anybody else around him at this point?
You see that some of his cohorts have come up behind him. They see this shadowy thing, and morale check. They're a unit. Get it! You hear the Napoleon War chant from the fire department. 3 of them are stomping up your direction. They can get there each with having a chance to strike once.
This courage brought to you by vodka.
Cornell, grab him and haul ass.
That's the plan. The problem is I'm stricken.
The
Okay,
first guy
haul him
steps
and
up.
limp away quickly.
The first guy steps up with his axe, steps inappropriately on one of these little cobbles. Looks like he almost rolls an ankle, misses. The guy right behind him doing an overhead Bjorn strike on this thing connects.
Ooh.
Most impressive.
Darth Vader, Empire Strikes Back.
You see him almost throw his back out as it doesn't have as much resistance as he had calculated. The axe sparks off of the cobbled road.
Takes up Bunny's head.
Yeah. Oh! We're supposed to save him!
It looks like the other
That's the
firefighter
Pulp
comes
Fiction
up.
scene.
Oh!
Oops. The other firefighter strikes, and you see his axe pass through the air where the shadowy thing is. Doesn't look like it does any damage, but it looks like it would have hit anybody else. Cornell.
All right. I hobble my way the 20 feet towards Bunny, which is exactly how far I can move with stricken if it's a -10.
Yep. You get to him. You feel yourself under the shadow of the shadow. He is breathing, but eyes are closed.
Does he look like... Are you stable? You're stable,
Yeah,
right?
I'm stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bleeding, no unnecessarily shared
Fluids.
viscous fluids.
Uh,
Got a little
I'm just
cough.
gonna grab his by under the arms and start dragging him back towards the corner I came from.
You see his rifle laying on the cobbles next to him.
He's got a sling on that thing, right?
Oh.
It
Beat me
should.
out
Let it go.
a percentile.
Let's do it. Percentile away. Here, let me get the right percentile. There you are. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. 12.
Yeah. As you pull him away, you see the strap not around his neck. It's left behind.
That's all right. So I pull him. Can I pull him at my full 20?
Athletics, DC 22 for full minimized movement.
Easy peasy. I got a high athletics. That's a 27.
You drag him 20 feet away from the scene of the crime.
Third action, I put a Chiron bar in his mouth.
Okay. That's your turn.
Hey, returning the favor. It's the best.
Mhm.
Benny, you taste
We're a
bitter
team.
chocolate.
Oh, this has been a while. Usually I
That is
give it
my
to
last
myself.
Chiron, though.
I've got 2 left. Do I have a chance? Do I have anything?
It's your turn.
Okay. Do I have a hunt price still on that thing?
I'm going to rule that when you go unconscious, you lose your hunt prey and you got to reestablish.
Okay. Reestablish. and I am going to quick draw and shoot this thing before it kills more people.
Do you want my Ragnar?
I've got my Toro still on my
Do you
hip.
want my Ragnar?
Yeah.
Mine's a D12 or D10, isn't it? D10. Is yours a special Ragnar?
It's the same then. It's got a striking rune, but that's essentially.
Oh, yours
the same
has
damage.
a-
It's fine.
No, yours has a striking rune.
Yeah, but it only has 3 rounds in it.
Okay, I'll just go with mine. Okay. Reestablish and fire. 20. Finally, I get a 20. It's a 20. Can I just?
Good.
But too bad it doesn't actually do anything for me.
Well, it hits.
Yeah, it does for 14 plus
Don't forget your
2.
proficiency.
Proficiency is 2.
+4.
But is it +4 because it's a crit, or does that actually matter?
Just a +4. You're a ranger like me.
2 for weapon specialization, 2 for proficiency.
Okay.
+4.
Okay, I should have been doing 2 extra damage then. That is a total of that's 14, 18. 18 on a 20 hurts my soul. But that's okay. I'll be okay with that. Oh wait, this is high caliber as well. +2.
So 20 point.
And that was one shot.
Of your hunted prey.
Yeah, hunt prey, one shot.
So
Oh, you
does
didn't.
the
You
damage,
didn't do.
does the damage stack or doesn't it? It's important.
Well, I hunt prey. Did I say hunted shot? If I
You
didn't
said-
say,
You said hunt prey because you were unconscious.
Hunt prey.
I told you all the stuff was off. You
yeah,
hunted
I
prey.
I did
That
not
was a
do a
quick
hunted
draw.
shot. Yeah, quick draw. It was a regular shot. It's.
Thanks.
You promised me you were going to kill this thing, buddy.
Well, let me roll one more time then.
What?
No,
yeah!
Is this one a hunted
Two
shot?
20s in a row?
Is this one a hunted shot?
No, if it's not no, it's not a
Too
hunted
bad
shot.
you're not fighting a living being. You'd be awesome.
Why
Yeah,
aren't you doing a hunted shot?
I
This is his hunted
can I
shot.
do a hunted shot at this point? Now that I've
It's
rolled
gotta
the
be
first one,
declared. It could be any single shot could be declared as a hunted shot.
hunted
and it's
shot to stack
two
onto it.
shots. But you got to
That's-
roll for each hit.
yeah. But that's a -5, and I got a 20, so I'm okay there. But on
Sure.
this last one, it's not going to be much. 7 plus
God, -10.
4, 11,
Whatever the -10.
12.
Yeah, okay.
It's 12.
Anyway.
Oh shoot, 12 damage. So that means that I barely nick it. But let's see if the last one. Nope, the last one does not cut it. Nope. If I can't do, man, having
How much damage did you do
non-critical,
with that first hit? Yeah, non-critical hurts, right? Not enough.
non-critical, and a DR of 10. So yeah, that's
Even a
sucks.
critical doesn't do anything special on the shadow, though.
No.
Right.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's a thing. It's you have to have heavy hitting weapons, and I should have. Well, no, I'm fine. I did.
Perception, Bjorn.
29.
You see a vehicle moving down the street in your direction at a high rate of speed. Headlights wash across you. You can hear the throttle pressing hard as it drives your direction. Can't see anything through the headlights, but it feels aggressive and it's headed barreling towards you.
I'm going to try to find an alley.
You step off the side. You see there's a few steps down to a pub. Looks like, well, as you glance at it, it's a back door to some residence, but it's off the street. It's 5 feet down.
Crash through the door and then ram it shut behind me.
You roll in athletics.
$19.
You hit the door. You hear the glass shatter as you sunder the lock. The door hits the wall, stone reflects back. You step a few steps through. It doesn't come off the hinges. You wander into what looks like a mud room, coats hung up on pegs on the left side of the wall. There's a single door on the right side about 10 feet down. There's another door at the far end about 30 feet away.
I want to just keep moving, snatch a coat off of a peg, and run all the way through this apartment if I can.
You push on
I
through.
don't care if anybody's home or not.
It's mostly dark in here except for ambient light leaking in. You cross the distance with a coat and arms and hit the far door. You unlatch it unless you want to blow through it.
No, I'll unlatch this one.
You unlatch it. That ends your turn. It's her turn. Shadow. I got more bait now. Benny, you've got a front row seat to this. You see the shadow reaching out towards the firefighters, slashes out at the nearest one. He steps back, trying to use his axe as a bit of a defense shield. Whatever it amounts to, he manages to evade the first strike. It lashes at the next one adjacent to him. You see him roll off to the side, come up on his knees, manage to avoid it. The third one isn't so lucky. You see him catch a blow. He's fresh to the fight, but not any longer. You see it hit him and rattle his cage. He drops his axe to the ground, spends a little bit of energy to grab the haft of it, draw it back up. They're still in the fight. Firefighters turn around and attack the shadow. Oh, hello, fire department. One good hit. Scratch at best. They're working at it, but its supernatural qualities are defying their strength and resolve. Second guy manages to get in one good hit, and he also ticks away at it. The one who's picking up his axe by the haft looks a little bleary in the eyes, levels his vision towards this thing and swings and connects. And does some damage. What a squad. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay. They don't down it, but it looks as withered as it has from the beginning of this fight. If it survives another round of their attacks, it'll be a miracle. Cornell.